What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you all again. And I decided to come to the channel today to hopefully bring some light and understanding of what's going on in the world at this time and what people like yourselves, beings of light, justice, and fairness can do about it. So I'll do in the future a video more on the astrology of what's happening. I did a video last week or so introducing concepts of what's happening politically from the astrological point of view. But today I simply wish to bring to you the ideas that your light matters. Your light has power. You have power. The powers that be are inside of you. The powers that be flow through you. And remember, never ever abandon your inner power, your inner light. When it is the darkest, it is the time to shine the brightest. So there's a concept when I was meditating a few weeks ago on what's happening in the world that came through, and that concept is called Maat-ocracy. Maat-ocracy, rule by Maat. And we're seeing in history around the world here, there's a movement towards divisiveness, towards meanness, cruelty, and discrimination. And that's part of life. There's always tension, release. There's always forward motion and pulling back motion. It is the oscillation of nature to go back and forth, teeter and totter. So it's best not to let this get to you, not to see it as the end of the world or the end of hope. It's just a cycle of night and day. Now, the key though is what can we do during this time of night, this time of tension? The first thing to do is to remember that Ma'at, as the Kamal said, rules the universe. Ma'at is natural order, divine law and balance, harmony. So as long as you manifest harmony for yourself, for your loved ones near you, you will find Ma'at. We must bring back and maintain the balance of what's going out of kilter now. And so what I'm looking to do is to create a series of classes of light for people who want to take those, give more YouTube videos to discuss what we can do to make sure our light stays very luminous and brilliant, and to not let the shadows win. We must not let shadow win. So, Maat-ocracy means rule by divine harmony, justice and fairness. Basically, on the human scheme, it means ruling by do unto others what you want done to you. So all the things we're seeing politically by certain parties, you would want to ask them, would you like it if someone did those things to you, denied those things from you? The answer becomes clear, they wouldn't want that. That means their conscience knows that there is fairness and balance and harmony. So I'm working out a series of works on the text called the Sesh Amduat, which means the book of what is in the subconscious mind. It is a book in the Valley of the Kings on the walls of the pharaohs that talks about these 12 hours of the night where the pharaoh goes through these trials of maintaining his light through the darkness of the night. And the oracle told me to begin to put out a call to people who may feel they are of the noble class, those who want to, by noble I mean, learn the noble arts of divinity, spirituality, and these 12 hours. So email us, there'll be a link below if you're interested in that kind of training. I'm looking to get people who are leaders, movers and shakers, to be interested in training in divinity, in Maat-ocracy, how to lead and rule according to divine law, ethics, honor, and divinity. It was Ma'at that made the Kamal great. It was Ma'at that made the Kamal rule the world. It was Ma'at that brought prosperity, culture, and civilization to the planet. It is Ma'at you long for. I know many of you have let me know your hearts are breaking, watching the oppression, watching the suffering of people that don't deserve it, of innocent people. And some people have shared with me they're feeling they want to recluse and pull away. Do not pull away. You may pull within, go within to find your light, but you have to bring that light back out and help those who have a harder time shining. So if you think of it as a single flame lighting up many little flames around it, little candles, that's the idea here. So I want to pour here. This is a hieroglyph called a kebech jar. Kebech means libation jar. And water is what connects all of life. Water is what gives life. And inside of this jar here, and you might be able to see some hieroglyphs written here. We had this hand-carved in not in ancient Kemet, but in Kemet. We have a team of artisans in Kemet that we work with to build and create our ancestral forms. I wish to pour a little water onto the earth to wash away the meanness and the cruelty, to refresh the world, refresh the ground, refresh nature, the ecology, and civilization. Water connects us all. By putting intent into water, you can change its molecules. And since we all have water, we are entangled through water. So although this appears to be a simple little isolated event I'm about to do, to pour with intent, in my mind, I'm connecting to all of us made of water, containing water, all beings that have water. So I will simply pour 3 drops with my intent of light in the water of us all. We have to understand the power of what seems to be simple ceremony. Now, when you drink water, meditate into the water. Put your mind into the water and make it pure and light. Then drink that. And that radiance, because water is very powerful, very ancient spirit, will help flush and purify you. Pour water on the ground as I just did. Pour water into the oceans as I just did. Onto the mountains, into the forests. And wish those realms well. There are natural spirits, what they call the fairy folk, the energetic spirits of nature. They will respond. When you see clouds or rain, pray into the water coming down to bring Ma'at, to rain Ma'at, order and fairness back onto this earth. You have power. You are made of power. You are made of light. And this is the most important message when the dark tries to convince you otherwise. Do not let it win. It cannot win. Ma'at rules us all, and the universe runs on order, starting with yourself. So, that is my message. If you are interested in more of these classes or trainings I'm beginning to develop, I'm releasing the seals of many teachings I've not opened ever to the public. They're very powerful teachings, but we are in powerful times. So the Oracle has given me the green light to teach things that I wouldn't normally teach, because we need beings of light, the light workers as yourself. We need the ancestors to come back and bring back order and balance to the world. So again, we'll put a link below to contact us. And one thing that might be of help to everyone is music. Music to us is a sacred goddess and a sacred god. The goddess form is Het Heru, the god form is Ptah. I'll also put a link for music that we have made to help soothe the spirit, invoke the high spirits of heaven, and to bring peace back to the world. When you go to my YouTube channel, the opening video is a song of love. A song that I sang and that I composed a few years ago back in Arizona to bring love to the world. Even that will be very helpful to your heart and to your soul to bring you balance and bring Ma'at into your consciousness during these times. Okay? So smile. Know that Ma'at rules the world, not disorder and chaos. That cannot stand and cannot last. Nature always goes back to balance. But she needs the balance workers to come to the fore, to have courage to call her name Ma'at, Ma'at, Ma'at. Her Heka is Ndemi Madeis, Ndemi Madeis. That's her sound. Just seeing her image is enough, but most importantly, feel your love of truth and justice in your heart and let that radiate out to yourself, your family, and this beautiful blue jewel of a planet we have. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you all very soon again. Dwawen Hotepu.